Okay.
Hi. Happy knit night.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, right.
Hello, my name is Alana. I'm a knitwear designer and a yarn shop owner living in Auckland, New Zealand. This is Catrien. Sorry. Let me try again. Hello, my name is Alana. I'm a knitwear designer and a yarn shop owner living in Auckland, New Zealand.
Hi, I'm Catrien. I'm a yarn dyer and I work at the shop. Yeah.
And it is coming close to knit night time. So every Friday night we have knit night at 4 o'clock until about 8 p.m. And Catrien has been in the shop all day and I have just turned up and we are getting ready for knit night to start. And I thought it would be really fun to do a bit of a time lapse and show kind of what the knit night looks like, and then maybe talk to some of the knitters and they can show us their projects and you can just get a glimpse of what a knit night looks like at Loopine.
Yeah, someone's always making something really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I need to be here?
You don't really need to be here. We started the shop 5.5 years ago and we started Friday night knit night almost immediately. So this knitting group has been going for 5.5 years straight. And a lot of people have come and gone, you know, people move overseas and they leave and then new people show up and they stay for a while, and we've seen a lot of different groups of people come and go.
But that's kind of part of the fun too, right? Because then people come back when they've been away for a while and it's nice seeing people and
you meet new people.
Yeah, great way to meet people, for sure.
I've seen people actually meet at knit night and then become friends and then hang out outside of the shop and actually carry on a friendship that goes far beyond the shop.
Yeah,
and that's kind of
cool.
like the greatest hope of what knit night can be. You know?
Definitely.
And it's free, it's open to everyone, it's casual, it's always been that way. It's always been something where anybody can turn up, there's no pressure. Sometimes people ask, you know, oh, I'd like to come to your knit night, but I'm just new or I'm not very advanced in my knitting, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, that's great because
we've got so many skilled knitters who are really happy to share their knowledge. So
yeah, you'll
really
learn
great.
from people, you'll get inspired. I mean, that's the whole thing. So don't feel like you have to only come if you're an expert or something like that. I mean, none of us are ever really an expert.
No.
I don't think. Yeah.
No. Some people crochet, some people knit.
Yeah.
It's not just knitting.
Someone brought embroidery one time. That was cool.
You've brought your spinning wheel before.
Yeah.
That was fun. I had to go at some spinning and
Yeah.
realised I have to have some more practice.
You were actually really good at it.
I cannot talk and spin though, I realised.
Oh, yeah.
So that wasn't, but maybe that was just because I was trying it for the first time. That I definitely had to like just quietly focus,
I do find that like if I'm knitting, I like watching a podcast or listening to something. When I'm spinning, I just get in this zone where I just
It's like meditating.
There. Yeah, it's very meditative. You just sit there and spin and you don't do anything and then 3 hours go by.
They really
do. They really do when you're spinning. Sometimes we're working hard. Sometimes we're dealing with a lot of boxes coming in and then we have to do a lot of inventory stuff or we have to pack a lot of orders, and it's enjoyable, but just like any job, there's elements of work that feel like work sometimes, or checking emails and dealing with financial stuff. But the knit night is always this community element that doesn't have a business element really.
It's just fun. It's just the fun part of it,
Yeah. It's at the end of the week. We just get to like sit, relax, knit.
And it's nice seeing people's projects progress, like particularly when people have tackled things that are like really challenging for them, and you can see them kind of like gain their confidence and work it out and then get to enjoy it at the end.
Yeah.
It's nice. And we've got really nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got awesome people. So pretty soon we're going to be having a little interview with Catrien.
Lucky you guys.
Because she is one of our premier New Zealand hand dyers.
I wouldn't say that.
Premium hand dyers.
I like dyeing yarn, and some people buy it.
She dyes beautiful yarn, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Easter egg soon.
Yeah.
We'll be hearing more.
Lucky you guys.
This lady. Well,
people will be putting in submissions for actual people to listen to after that for interviews.
Do you think anyone ever really feels like they're professional and they've made it? Or do you think everyone kind of just feels like we do, where it's like, we're just kind of doing stuff?
Yeah, I think particularly in the creative industry, people just really struggle with, what is it called? Imposter syndrome a lot of the time. I mean, I've been dyeing yarn for 9 years. I still feel like I wouldn't like go and call myself, I don't know.
It's, a premium yarn dyer?
Yeah, no, I would not. Because it's just, but I think that's really common for people who are creative.
Yeah.
Because there's always more to learn, always more to do. You've never kind of like completely mastered a creative. Yeah. endeavor, I don't think.
Yeah, you're sort of always
Because if you do,
pursuing
then it's
something.
kind of boring too, right?
Yeah,
Like you want
yeah.
someone who's creative to never quite conquer it, because then they're
Yeah.
always like working and developing, and I think that's good.
Having something to strive for,
Yeah.
rather than feeling like we've arrived.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, again, I've been doing this business for 5.5 years, but I just felt like I stumbled into it and I didn't know anything about business, and I kind of accidentally learned some stuff, but I wouldn't consider myself, you know, some expert
Premium
or professional
yarn
or premium
shop owner.
No.
I would.
But we
I
have a
think
good
that
time.
about you. Yeah.
Well, I think you're a premium yarn dyer.
Aw. That's nice. That's one thing I really like about the shop. It's just very encouraging environment.
Yeah, we got a good crew.
Yeah, totally.
All right, well, we'll piece together some of that, I think, and then...
Yep, and I just saw one of our Knit Night ladies walk past.
Oh, someone's coming. It'd be
Yeah.
cool to get someone to come in. Okay, so we'll set up the camera in the back, and maybe like, I think a time lapse showing
people coming in,
and,
what they're making.
Yeah, and then
Fun.
maybe zoom in on some people close up, real time, and have some chats. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
If people will allow themselves to be on TV.
Well, I did it, so.
Yeah, so can you.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Here comes our first knit nighter. Julie, do you want to be famous? Okay, Julie, can you tell us what you're working on?
I'm knitting a pair of vanilla socks, only my second pair of socks, and my first time doing a gusset and heel turn or heel flap. And it's Mrs. Peacock self-striping, beautiful. So I'm just finishing, I'm just doing the heel flap at the moment. And it's suddenly, all of a sudden, I can understand what I'm doing. It's clicked.
Yay, because you're doing it toe up, right? So it's kind of
Toe
like a
up,
reverse.
yeah. So I think they might be a little big for me, but it might take me a couple more socks until I get the right size for my feet. But I'm having fun.
I think it's beautiful. Let's have a little close-up, because Mrs. Peacock is a New Zealand dyer who does a lot of self-striping yarns. And this is called Miss Rumphius, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah, beautiful. So this is Sonia.
I'm working on a test knit for Alana called Maeve, with this nice cable pattern that will be going down the front.
So pretty. So I've showed my other Maeve on the channel before, and mine has just a smooth merino, but this one is mohair, so it looks quite different, and it's really pretty. And your yarn is?
My main yarn is a fingering weight by Hue Loco. The colorway is called Sea Glass.
Beautiful.
And it's with a mohair that has come from an unknown location.
Mystery mohair.
Mystery mohair.
Well, it looks beautiful. I'm secretly filming you right now. Okay, so you are doing the WestKnits MKAL, eh?
Yes, I am. So I'm on clue 1, so about 2/3 of the way through, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yay.
I did it last year, and I think the pattern this year is way better. And the yarn I'm using is Yarnfloozy, burnt cherries. The other one's Prosper, and I can't remember the name of it.
And Eve did the last year's MKAL, and wasn't it one of the first big knitting projects that you did?
For about 30 years.
Yeah, and it looked amazing. So that's kind of like a plug for the MKAL, because Stephen West makes videos for all the clues and makes it really easy.
Really easy to follow, really easy.
You learn new techniques. And
Yeah.
okay, let's do a close-up of your colors. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's a little speckly. I think that's Ask Questions Later from Prosper Yarn.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's got all the little speckles
Yeah, and
in
it
it.
sort of matches the colour as well.
Oh, beautiful.
Hi.
What are you making?
I am working on the Jethro cardigan.
Oh, it's so
It's
pretty.
Half crocheted and half knit, which has been fun.
Yes.
It's a variety of different hand-dyed yarns from New Zealand.
It's so pretty.
Dye Studio 54 and Dye Stock Studios, I think, for the shiny ones.
Oh yeah, dye stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, we took a road trip to Fibertron. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tessa got all the yarn from Fibertron from all the indie dyers. It looks honestly incredible.
It's so nice.
And I like what you did with the sleeves. Are you doing both the sleeves the same?
No, the sleeves are going to be different. I am running low on yarn, so I'm trying to make the most of what I have left.
Yep.
And so we're going to get creative with the sleeves.
So you're striping.
Yes.
I think
Gonna
it's
do
cool.
some stripes. Going to do different colored stripes on the other sleeve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Lee May, what are you working on? Side note, did you make your shirt?
Yes.
What?
It was on clearance from Spotlight for $10 a meter.
Wow.
And it has big sleeves.
What is the pattern?
Wow.
Because that's actually, those are nice big sleeves. They're not too much in the way.
They're really cool.
I can find out for you from my new project journal. It's called the Isabella Top by Hubbarding.
Uh-huh.
I needed, although I actually put these on myself, the buttons, because it was too small, the armhole, and it couldn't, it got stuck. And I also lowered the neckline a bit.
It's beautiful.
Yes,
I'm impressed.
Thanks. I'm making the Midsummer Dancer socks by Sari Nordland,
Oh
I think.
yeah.
And they've got a ruffle. I'm using a Zauber ball, and I already finished one.
Okay. Close up.
Socks!
Oh my gosh. Look at that. So this is the Zauber ball, which is slowly
Yeah.
changing color, and then you have these beautiful eyelet thingies happening, and this crazy ruffle. It's extremely ruffly. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm very pleased.
And then
And Tessa showed me how to do a offset the slip stitches and stuff, and I like how that looks.
I have partridge, it's kind of like a reinforced heel. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Lucy, do you have your ruffle sock too? Oh yeah, you need the
You want my ruffle sock?
center stage. Lucy,
Hello.
what are you knitting?
I'm knitting the Pressed Flowers cardigan by Amy Christopherson. And this is in Wild Earth Yarns Aspen and Spincycle dyed in the wool in Salty Dog.
Yes.
And I think the Aspen colour is Willow, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of it either, but if I find out, I'll write it on the screen.
And I'm just knitting up the right front panel.
It's beautiful. Okay, so bottom up.
Yes, bottom up,
Armhole or
mosaic, continuous, bottom up.
Okay, so for people who don't know, mosaic means you are not doing stranded color work, you're not holding multiple strands of yarn, you're only using one yarn per row and then using slip stitches, and you create what kind of looks like color work, but it's heaps easier because there's no floats, there's no holding two yarns. Pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? You learned something new.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, then what you want is mosaic color work.
Does it mean that it doesn't have such stretch issues as stranded color work?
You don't have to worry about floats, at all, because
so amazingly easy in comparison, and it's heaps of fun.
It seemed like a top skill when I.
Yeah. No, it's actually I think much easier than stranded because you're only ever dealing with one yarn at a time, but you can create beautiful. Yeah, let's look at the back.
The back looks pretty good.
So it kind of looks like floats because you're slipping them as you go, but you're not really worrying about managing them.
Yeah, don't mind the cat here.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. It's part of it. And on the outside, I mean, the flowers look so cool.
They're so pretty.
Yeah.
And my inspiration was 70s wallpaper.
Oh yeah, I think you got the vibe.
I actually love the color choices.
You would match
It's beautiful.
the basement of my house before you know it.
High watermark. Wow.
Basement knitting.
Do you have anything else you want to show us, Lucy?
Ruffle socks.
Yeah, so I've got my ruffle socks as well.
Oh yay! And when you cast on, there was a million stitches, right? Yeah. But then it all gets compressed into this cute
You
little...
really have to trust the process with the ruffle.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to be pretty and pink and really adorable, and we're all going to be matching
Yeah.
Yes.
with our little ruffle
Tessa made some
socks.
too, right?
Some too. I started the trend.
Yeah. You're a trendsetter.
Yeah.
This is the... Alana, what's this?
Oh yeah, this is Maya Rosarios 4 or Rosarios 4, I think. Maya sock yarn.
It's
These are
very
great.
soft. It's very nice.
Super soft. There's a ton of colors. It's solid colors, and they come in 50 grams, so very versatile and useful. Yeah. All right. Pass them. Do you want to be?
Sure.
Okay, so let's see.
I'm raising awareness that not all knit work is nice or beautiful. This is going to be a felted knitting bag, and my reasoning is because I was given yarn that somebody else didn't want.
Yes.
So you can see my fantastic dye lot issue.
Oh, it'll felt out, you know?
Yeah. So it's
We call that a color block.
totally. It's a pattern of my own making, and hopefully it's going to turn out well. It's a bit of an experiment, but I've got tendinitis, so I have to knit with bananas right now. So 10mm needles is what I call bananas.
Yeah, I've seen felted bags before, and they do look like a loose, floppy mess before you felt them. And then when you felt them, they magically look amazing. So I have high hopes for this beautiful felted bag.
You never know what's going to end up like when you're doing felting, so it's always a bit of an experiment. But I actually do know how to knit, you know. I
Okay, let's see proof.
I did a champagne cardigan by
You were wearing last week?
by Petite Knit.
It's so pretty.
And what I like about this pattern is because the button band is double knitted, so it's actually knitted so in this direction up and around rather than picking up all the way around and knitting inwards. Does that make sense? Is that technical?
Vertically applied, I think we call it, maybe.
Yeah, vertically applied. It's a vertically applied button band, which is much nicer than the alternative, I believe. And these are buttons from Loopine, which I really like, and I've been using on everything.
They have these cute little coppery buttons.
Yes.
I love them as well. And I love a vertical button band. I think it's a very professional look.
Copper buttons.
Here.
We have them here.
The yarn is Yarnfloozy Staunch Candy. And I actually kind of like the pearl side better.
Yeah, the way the speckles come out on pearls is cool.
Yeah.
Did it alternate schemes?
Well, I didn't because I'm lazy, so I've got two sleeves that are different. I have a real aversion to weaving in ends, so you can kind of see where I started a new ball of yarn.
I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, and I think it's a hand-knitted piece, and I like
great
it.
on you last week.
Thank you.
Helen, what are you working on?
I'm working on this simple sweater by Pearl Foundry, and this is my summer slip over top, and it's very easy, mindless knitting, which is what I feel like right now.
Yeah, just stuck in it.
I've got Yarnfloozy merino silk, and the colour is Sodalite, and I'm putting that with a very fine cotton merino.
Beautiful. So Yarnfloozy is the yarn that is dyed by Catrien, who works
Yeah.
here. She was on the video earlier. So
Yay.
I said in the video earlier that she was a premier hand dyer, and she laughed at me. But I mean, come on.
And because I bought one skein last year and two skeins this year, I'm doing sort of colour blocks.
Oh yeah. I didn't actually notice until you said that. Beautiful.
Yay, coffee time.
Thanks, guys. Okay, I thought I would quickly talk about what I'm working on at this knit night. I have a million socks going on. It's kind of sock chaos around here. I knit one of the Hibernal DK Summer Lee socks. So I finished the first one just now. And this is not a cable. It's easier than a cable, but really, really cute and easy and fun. I also finished my West Yorkshire Spinners sock, my man-sized sock. It's extremely large and very pretty. I also knit my stripy opal mini sock, the first one, and then I just have to make another one. And I'm working on my Dye Studio 54 sock, and I use the stitch pattern from the Hermione's Everyday Socks. And it's so pretty.